So the final expense life insurance market is typically made up of individuals 50 and older. Most of the time you're going to be selling whole life insurance, but there will be some situations where you can sell term life insurance policy, and you have to be on the lookout for those. Welcome to the Final Expense Sales Academy, the hub for mastering the art of final expense life insurance sales. If you're looking to become a pro in the final expense industry, you're in the right place. My name is Kyle Williams, and I'm your host to go through the ins and outs of the final expense business, from tips to tricks to industry insights. We cover everything you need to close deals with confidence, provide true value to your clients, and become a better insurance agent. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get started on elevating your sales game one video at a time. Hey guys, in this episode, we are going to talk about the situations that you can sell a term life insurance policy in the final expense life insurance market. So the final expense life insurance market is typically made up of individuals 50 and older. Most of the time you're going to be selling whole life insurance, but there will be some situations where you can sell term life insurance policy, and you have to be on the lookout for those. So term life insurance is a great option to sell to somebody who needs a lot of insurance and not a large budget, or someone who is looking to cover a very large expense like a house or other debts that they may have. So before I dive into talk about the different ways that you can sell term life insurance in the final expense market, I want to take a second and break down exactly what term life insurance is. So term life insurance is a policy that is good for a certain time or term. Typically you get it for 10, 15, 20, or 30-year terms. It's oftentimes a level term, which means the premium stays the same for that term, and then after that the premium goes up exponentially. There are different types of term policies, but just to keep it simple, we're going to stick with that one. And oftentimes term insurance, always term insurance is the cheapest form of insurance, but it also has some of the strictest underwriting. So there's a give and take. When you're sitting with the client, it's always good to ask them how much coverage that they would like to have or what they would like their insurance to cover. When you ask them this question, it will guide you down a road for how much coverage that you need to help protect them for. If you're not asking the client this question, how much coverage that they would like to have, and just quoting a blank coverage amounts, you could be missing out on a lot of sales or a lot of increased premium. So when you ask this question, you will understand the amount of insurance that the proposed insured should be looking to try to get, and that you should help try to get them approved for. So if you're sitting with a client that is younger than 65 and they're seeking, say, more than $30,000 or $40,000 to cover their needs, a term insurance policy may be a good option. So one thing to consider is that you make sure that they are very healthy before you go down this talk path of term insurance, because the health guidelines on term insurance is a lot more strict as opposed to whole life insurance. So let's list out some situations where you can sell a term life insurance policy to somebody that you're sitting with. So the one thing is you could sell it to them to help cover the remaining balance of their mortgage, so that way their spouse or family doesn't get displaced due to their passing. The second thing is to cover any debts that they may want to make sure that they're covered upon their passing. Third thing is to leave a little extra money to their family. They just may simply want to leave whatever amount of money to whoever. So just always pay attention and listen to that. And the last thing, which I think is probably one of the most important things that you could look out for situations that sell term insurance, is the breadwinner wanting to leave enough money for their spouse to live off of for income replacement. This is one thing I see agents doing a very poor job, is not looking out for that. Seeing that individual who's still working, the other spouse is not working, and there's going to be a severe drop in income in the event that something happens to that individual prematurely. So you can sell them a term life insurance policy to help replace that income. So it is always good to educate the client when you're sitting with them about the different types of insurance, and after educating them about a term life insurance policy and it seems like a viable option, then you proceed with pitching it. But it's always good to make sure that they understand how a term life insurance policy works, because a lot of clients don't like the idea of that. It just really depends on the client. You have to educate them, feel them out, see what makes the most sense to them, and your job is to help cover their needs the best way possible. And if you do a good job communicating it, it will make sense to them, and you can help take care of them the right way. So I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, be sure to share it with friends, share it on social media. Be sure to subscribe so that way you catch all our latest content, and we will see you in the next episode.